What's up, you guys? So today I'm gonna be giving you a little update on the car. It's been a little while, but the issues that it was having was exactly what I thought it was. This is the speed bleeder coming off of the slave cylinder. This whole thing right here, all of this is the slave cylinder. The speed bleeder is so that I can bleed the clutch easier. So that line broke somehow. That line comes out of the bell housing like right here ish, and that goes up above the transmission and goes up to the front of the car, so that it'll be easier for me to bleed the clutch. So I think when I was jacking up the car, or jacking up the engine to pin the crank, I think I jacked it up. I might have jacked it up too high, and that line got pinched or cracked or in between somewhere, and that possibly caused that to break. So that's what happened. It's nothing major. That line costs like $50, I think. So they already got the car fixed, and they sent me a video of it running and everything. So this week should be done. They already have it fixed and running, and all they have to do is tune it, and then I'll go pick it up. So yeah, I'll probably be picking it up this weekend, hopefully, if everything goes good with the tune.
1 week later.
So here's an update on the car. They actually started the tune, and once they started tuning it, they realized some fluid was leaking right there. You can see there's some fluid leaking, and it turns out that it's power steering fluid. It was a power steering line rubbing on the balancer, and it rubbed through, and it ended up causing a leak. So this is the balancer right here, and then this is that power steering line right here that's rubbing the balancer, and ended up rubbing a hole through that and causing the leak. So they already got this line replaced. Everything's fixed, good to go. So now I'm just waiting on the tune. They're gonna tune it sometime during the week, next week, and then I'll be able to go pick it up.
1 week later.
All right, so the car unfortunately is still having issues, some minor issues. So right now, it had a small coolant leak, but that was kind of my fault. There was some clamps and stuff that I didn't really put all the way back on the hose. So it was leaking a little bit of coolant. That was minor. He said it was also getting some belt slip, so I might need a smaller belt because they pretty much tightened it up as tight as they could, and it was still kind of slipping. I think that's kind of because I spilled a lot of power steering fluid on one of those. I think it was the power steering pump pulley. One of those got some power steering on it, so it might be slipping because of that. And also with the power steering leak, it was slinging power steering up on the balancer as well. So I think everything just kind of got some power steering on it, and it's just slipping because of that. So they said they're gonna take care of that. Also, he said it was running out of fuel. It was going lean up top. So I'm not sure. I think he said he had some issues with the booster pump. So I was having issues with the booster pump installing it, and I told him that he would have to disconnect the ground on the hob switch to activate it, and then connect the ground on the hob switch to deactivate the fuel pump. I mean the booster pump. So I think he did that. He said he wasn't seeing a difference between both of them. So we'll have to do something about that. I think that's definitely my fault though, because I kind of did that last minute, and I had an issue with the hob switch. So the issue that I had with the hop switch is it wasn't getting the 17 volts that it was supposed to when the fuel pump was turned on. So to test it, I blew some like nitrogen through the pressure switch to make the switch connect. But I think I like blew the rupture disc inside of that pressure switch, because I think the maximum it could hold was like 6 or 7 psi, and I think I blew more than that. So that's why you have to disconnect the ground now, to get that full voltage, because I kind of messed up that side of things last minute. And I did have A&A send me another hop switch, so I have that to throw in the car once I get it. But yeah, that was kind of my fault. So so they're gonna check that out, and hopefully they could get it fixed and have the car back and running by next weekend. I know I said this like 5 times now. Right now it's like April 14th, and I dropped the car off March 1st. So it's been a little while, but they're making sure everything's right, and that's fine with me as long as everything's good and ready to go when I get the car. So I'm kind of glad these issues are popping up while they have the car, so it doesn't fall on me. They can fix it and make sure everything's right, and I could just get in it and drive when I'm ready to get it.